Hello, brothers and sisters, and welcome back to Autonauts versus Piratebots. We're going to get a couple things done today. We're going to revamp the tree farm. It's obviously a little out of whack, which is okay. These kind of things happen. We just got to revise as we go. Nothing's going to be perfect your first time through, or even your second, like me. So we're going to take care of that, and at the same time, we're also going to get the weed farm started and also move into string making so we can look into making some long-range division for our army. So we can see here that my bot, where'd he go? He's probably hiding underneath that pile of grass. He was picking up the grass and putting it in here, but it's all empty now. So what I'm just gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna toss another one of these down. I'm gonna grab my personal assistant, hit record. I'm gonna change this to that and that to this and let him go back to what he's doing so he can finish cleaning up. Looking beautiful, sir. Thank you. So he's going to pick up the grass turf in there, and then we'll get him set up in just a moment to start putting in the weed. We're going to make weed. But you can see here, so I've got logs sitting on the ground. I've got holes everywhere. I did add that extra digger, but we're still a little under par, and the reason is one seeder is not able to keep up. So we're just going to copy him. Okay, excuse you, sir. But actually, you know, I was thinking too, I haven't built a seedling tray yet. So why don't I get a couple of these down? Probably just two, honestly. I'll get a third one just because why not? Actually, no, we're pretty low on wood anyways until we fix all this, so we'll get that going. And then in the meantime, I will just copy him so we can get this up and running. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna hit this with a quick little upload. And then I'm going to grab one of our many little wonder bots down here. The hell? Oops, I grabbed someone real. That was a real bot. I'm going to grab tree planter. We're just going to hit the little copy Rooney here. We're going to go tree planter. And I'm just going to send him on his way. Have fun, sir. Going to grab you. Why do I have so many bots? Did I make 50 bots by mistake? What did I do? I don't care. What did I do? Jesus Christ, what is happening here? There's so many bots. Where is my robot engineer? You, what are you up to? I have it in a forever repeat loop. I'm an idiot. No wonder there's so many bots. Out of habit, I put a forever loop on it. Oh, that's funny. So he was just making 10 robots, and then he just repeat and make another 10 robots. It was no different than if I had it on a forever loop. Well, I was wondering why I had 216 robots, and we've got quite a few of them completely decommissioned right now. So I've got 243 all the way down to about 153. So we got a little over 90 of these suckers just kind of sitting in a line, having a good old time. It's all these boys right here. Look at them. Look at them all. They're beautiful. All right, we've got a shit ton of bots. Nothing to worry about here, folks. Move on. I'm also going to add in a second guy to pick up logs, but I'm going to hold off for a second to let that go because I want to get the weeds up. So I'm going to take you. You're going to stop hole digger. You're just monkey number 2. Monkey number 2. Okay. We're going to give this a record, do this, hit the drop button again, just in case I didn't hit it once. I want you to come up here. I want you to do this until your hands are full. Forever. Actually, you know what? I need someone to always be doing this, actually. So, let's actually stop. Yep. Let's grab a real boy. You are going to be the, we need Snoop's assistant here, okay? So this is going to be the man that grows all the goods. So we're going to have him come over here. He's going to grab the loose weed. We're going to have him pack it into that dirt over here. So I want you to do this until your hands are full, good sir, or until you can no longer go. And then I want you to come out here and place him in the dirt. Did I hit the wrong button? I sure did. Boop. Make sure I hit this radius properly. We don't need weed everywhere. Smoke weed every day. Just kidding, folks. So that looks good. I like to encompass the fence just because I like how it looks. So that's awesome. I've got the path in the middle, so nothing's going to be planted in there. And then I want you to do this until your hands are empty. And if you can't, I want you to go get another stack of weed. And I want you to do this forever. All right, pack the weed in the ground, good sir. Thank you, appreciate you. So he's gonna go along, get a bunch of good stuff done. I wonder if they've fixed the code. I've seen a lot of people say, like, how come you don't use the stow option? And it's because, at least in vanilla Autonauts, the time for them to retrieve or stow stuff was slower than if they just never did it in the first place. But why don't we do this? Why don't we test it here? Let's do a quick record. So why don't you do that, stow, and do this until your hands are full. And then I want you to do this until your hands are full. Go ahead. So now he's gonna be walking around with like 8 of these things. So he's not able to retrieve. So he's retrieving them much faster than they did in the previous game. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. We'll keep that. Because before, like, the time when they would, like, think about retrieving, it was like, I might as well just send them back to go get more. So we'll test that out on a few things. Say, maybe, like, plank picking up. I don't think they can stow a log. We'll attempt it, though. So why don't we go, we'll grab Snoop's assistant. We'll put him in the farming group here. Farmers, we are. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we've got Wheaties here, right? Now, I need a shovel to procure these, okay? So we're gonna go grab a body. Yeah, we got a lot of logs here. I actually want to grab someone else. We'll use this as our test, so log gathering. Dropping logs. Dropping logs. We're gonna hit that record. I'm gonna do this. You're gonna come over here, good sir. I'll do stow, just in case, because, you know, why not? Do this until your hands are full. Sure. Carry on. I don't really care about the spacing, per se, but I will just make it smaller so I don't have to look at it if I ever click on them again. Do that until your hands are full, and then come all the way down here. Retrieve, do this until your hands are empty. Otherwise, repeat. Go. So let's see. So there's our friend. Nope, they can't store logs. Okay. Wait, was I looking at the right one? I don't know. Did he just throw 3 logs in there? What is this boy made of? One. I think he... I can't tell. Bot trade. He's got 1 log in there. Okay, he can carry 2 logs. That's actually crazy. Couldn't do that in the other game. It's so hard for me because I'm like conceptualizing vanilla in my head because that's just how it always was. But until you bought upgrades like backpacks, shoes, extended hands to increase their carry limit, like they couldn't carry a lot, and then you had to upgrade them in the meantime as well. So I still got that stuck in my mind. So I got to think more 3-dimensionally here. So thank you for all the comments. Keep shooting all of them out, no matter how ridiculous they sound. If they're somewhat pliable, we'll give them a shot. So that worked out phenomenally, honestly. Dropping logs, get back in with your tree diggings. So we got him, and then we have dropping off logs. So I want to do this. Yeah, sure. Stow, retrieve, go. That means you broke. Okay. Beautiful stuff. Okay, we'll keep an eye on them now. Now I can see here that everything's being planted appropriately, so we're doing very well on that. And I've got plenty of tree seeds sticking out here, so we could add in a second one, but I don't think that's going to be necessary once we're up and running here. We're playing catch up. You can see we're back up to 62 logs, so we're moving swimmingly. All right. So we got Wheaties here, right? Let's get our Wheaties taken care of. I'm also going to just move these just because I don't want to forget where they are. And so I put them where they don't blend in, right? So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to not grab that. And let's grab a new bot. No, we need a new team for this. We can't have these just be farmers, so... Unless anyone else has got something else. Where did that team go? Team 18. Gonna be a nice dark green. This will be Snoop's crib. All right. And let me go back to We Are Farmers. Let me go find my boy. Where was he? Snoop's assistant will be in here. Okay, perfect. So that's Snoop's assistant. Now we gotta have the Snoop groundskeepers, right? So we need dog diggers. Okay? These are gonna be our dig boys. So you're gonna come over here, good sir. You are gonna grab a shovel, but I'll do that manually in a minute here. I just want you to come here, do this. I want you to find weeds, and I want you to shovel. Shovel and dig like you've never done before, you good dog. Good dog, you. Okay. And that's it. That's your whole job, okay? Now, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna stow that real quick. I'm just gonna... Oops. All right, hold on. Let me back it up here. I'm just gonna do this. So, bam. If your hands are empty, I'm also gonna have you stow. I don't have anything to retrieve. It's okay. Retrieve is here. So, if your hands are empty, I want you to move to the weed loose storage. And then do this. Take from it. Obviously, we're gonna change this to the shovels down here. So, you know, crude spade 1. Crude spade 1. Stow, do this until your hands are full. And then otherwise, I'm gonna move this up top here. And then I'm also gonna move this one higher because if your hands are empty. Where are they? Hands are empty. Retrieve. If your hands are still empty, go get this and go get shovels. Then do this forever. Go get him, dog diggy. So now he's gonna move to the spade shovel. Here, let's follow him. So you see, he's gonna go 1, dig 2, dig 3, dig 4, dig 5, dig 5. Shovels all day. So he's gonna be able to dig for 5 shovels worth at all times. I never thought of this before because I was always throwing shit at the wall in a literal sense where shit was bots, right? So I never worried about them having a bunch of stuff on them, but because I'm gonna be further away from base, I should get in this good habit, right? So we've got this happening. So we've got a guy digging. Let's get a guy picking. Oh no, we got Snoop's assistant. No, Snoop's assistant is simply grabbing them from the storage. We need a dude to put them away. So we need the dog's toy box. This is dog mom. All right, you gotta come in here and clean up after the dog. Dog made a mess. Dog picked up. Dog is kicking up weeds all over the backyard. Dog mom, I need you to come out, pick that shit up until your hands are full. And let's test it with a stow retrieve system here. Where's my retrieve? Retrieve. So I want you to do this until your hands are full. And then come over here. Move here and then add to here. Boop until your hands are empty, until you can't proceed any further, and then do this forever. Go. I want to watch this. Oops. Dog mom. It's not bad. It's not bad, honestly. Okay. Excellent. And then what I also want to do, just so there's not any mishaps here, record this. Firstly, until your hands are empty, and then I want you to find weeds, too. This will try and help prevent us using all of our weeds. So I'll try and have him take from the field before he goes to the storage. So I want you to find the nearest weeds in here. And pick these up until your hands are full. Okay? You know, let's try an if-else statement. I don't use these very often. So if your hands are empty, or, you know, if your hands are not full, do this until your hands are full. Else, I want you to come over here and do this until your hands are full. Then you may go and do all this. Do it forever. I also forgot, I want to put a SCO in here. There we go. So now he'll pick them up from the ground. And this is good because if I do got to go and fix the digger's code because I don't want him to be digging if this is full. But if there's some weeds on the ground, instead of him going to the storage, he'll pick them up off the ground and then plant. And the good reason to do something like that is because sometimes you'll get one weed and sometimes you'll mostly get two weeds from it. Now, if you're going through a large process of using a lot of weed at once and you run your entire storage completely dry, but you don't, and your bot has to go to this storage in order to get weeds, you're going to lose all your weeds. You'll be out and then you'll have to go find some. And in this game, I don't know where there may be more weeds. I know there will be safe measures in, so if you utilize all of one resource in the game, they'll spawn randomly elsewhere, because that's how this game, how Autonauts has always worked. Like if you got rid of like all the flowers on the map because you dug them up and then destroyed them, more flowers will just spawn. Same with cereal, berry bushes, etc. Stuff will respawn. So in weeds is no different. I'm curious to how it works in this mode, if maybe more weed would just grow in its designated spot here, or if it'll start to show up elsewhere in any random location. So that's an interesting question to think about. But hopefully utilizing this method, you don't really fall into that pattern. As you can see here, he's planting just fine. He's got all sorts of stuff in his inventory. I want to see you. So like right now, he's just trying to find some weeds. You know what? He's kind of getting stuck in this loop because see, he's not really doing his else statement. He's kind of skipping it because it thinks the sequence is complete. So you know what? Do that till your hands are full, and then do this until your hands are full and exit sequence. No, see? So if your hands are not full, do that until your hands are full. So it makes sense that he's stopping because he's trying to do this forever. But if I have him do this, maybe I need to put this in the sequence. Else I want you to go down here. See, he's skipping it. So let's record, change that. See, it's skipping it entirely. I've never really understood the if-else. Sometimes I can get them, but in other instances, I can't. Well, you know what? It's because he's entering this sequence. I do get it. He's entering this sequence, but he's skipping out of it, even though his hands aren't full. So if his hands are not full, I would expect him to go here, but I guess I'm not getting it right. So instead, I'll just do it like this because it works anyways. So if he can, he'll go and grab it from the ground, but otherwise he's going to go and find them in the storage shed. Okay. Good enough for the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, what I want dog diggers to do is actually I want to pause you, and I need you to do this until that is full. You can skip out of the sequence, so you can restart and do it forever. Now, let's copy him. I want to put dog diggers. I want 2 of these. So many bots. I'm trying to clean up a lot of these. Dog diggers. Link this. Dog diggers. Go ahead. Glad you to the Snoop family soon, sir. Yep, see, Snoop's assistant was just picking some stuff up off the ground. I should maybe if I change Snoop's assistant so it's like, but I want you to do that until your hands are empty, but if you get out of that sequence and your hands are empty, I want you to go and grab some from the storage. So that way, he's prioritizing grabbing stuff off the ground and topping off his surplus, but if he needs to dig into the golden weed coffers, that is the storage unit, he will. Okay. See, he's picking them up from there, and even if his hands don't become full, he'll exit the sequence to go digging again and plopping them in. Okay. I think I'm happy with that for now. So let's grab Dog Diggers and Dog Mom and throw them into Snoop's crib. And we'll keep an eye on these. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to figure out the chain here, right? I need to figure out the supply chain, like how much weeds am I going to need? Obviously, I need to figure out because we're going to need to make crude string. We are also going to need to eventually be making different food items, right? And you can see these guys are stopped, but why? That's full. He's stuck looking for the nearest watery porridge here, and it's looking for a clay pot. Did you put the clay pot in? Retrieve, move. Interesting. This is sometimes the issue with extra motions of picking stuff up in the keys. So you know what? I'm gonna just entirely remove find the nearest watery porridge. I don't want him to do this. So I'm just gonna double check the code. He's gonna grab a clay pot. He's gonna do it twice. Then he's gonna store both of them. Then he's gonna move to the cereal storage, grab 4 of those. Then he's gonna move to there. Retrieve. Oh, he's putting 2 into there, 2 into there. Then he's gonna retrieve the 2 pots and put them in there. And I want you to do this. Whoops. I want you to do this until that's full. You may skip out of it and do it forever. All right, little Timmy, you carry on. You carry on your good self. All right, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna grab this guy. You are gonna be the soup delivery. And you are just gonna come over here. Oh, I've got weeds. Plop my weeds back down here. Oopsies. Who did I just give that weed to? You. Drop the weed, damn it. Get out of my way. All right. We're coming back. There we go. I want you to find the nearest watery porridge. I just want you to pick them up until your hands are full. And then I want you to go put them in there until your hands are empty. And just go forever. Nice and simple. Oh, and you know what? The other bot might have broke little Timmy because he had stuff in his inventory. So I need you to drop everything. Make sure everything's empty. Now you may restart. It's the only issue when you do little things like that, you know? He had all sorts of stuff in his inventory because something broke from a suit disappearing for whatever reason that may have been. Oh, you know what? I wonder if that was the case. Stop, drop. Dispose of both of these. Dispose of those. Let's restart the cycle. This is always my issue with one bot doing everything. So let's start you back up. I'm gonna go move all these clay pots out of here. just gonna go put them, like, here. And this cereal. Take what I can. I'm just gonna dump them all in here and let my other bots take care of it. Okay. Same with this. So normally how my bots go is I have one bot do one thing. I'm trying to change it up this time and give him a little bit more instruction. But because I have one bot doing the water and one bot doing like 4 different things, plus picking up the stuff, when one thing does go wrong, and I don't know why something didn't get built, but, you know, things happen, right? Maybe, sometimes I've noticed, like, at least in vanilla, like, when I've restarted the game, like, logged off and come back on, sometimes code got janky, and bigger codes would get messed up, even though they would be working fine for, like, the 4 hours I played beforehand, right? Oh, wait. Why is he not putting it in there? Is there something? Do you still have weeds in your hand? Oh, you know what? Record, do this. I want you to do that. Okay. Now you may go. There he goes. Because I had him set to just that one spot. So there was nothing there, so he was just kind of waiting for things to happen. Perfect. All right, we'll keep an eye on that next. That's still good. Obviously, these are my roving builders over here. We'll take care of them eventually. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Weed's obviously done. Our forest is all operational again. We stopped building a bunch of things, so that's obviously a great thing. I've got some more sandy track here because, yeah, you know, I ran out. Shocking enough, right? You go through a lot of this stuff. Okay. And just because it's like free materials, the heck did I just do? I'm just gonna put another big block down because why not? Okay, let him go wild, right? Give him something to do. The only thing he's using is buckets, and we've got a shit ton of buckets. But guys, like I'm always saying, if you're living Autonauts, make sure you hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment as well, letting me know how excited you are. Today is the day that this game is live, so let me know how your games are going. And as usual, if you're new here, I appreciate having you. Make sure you subscribe so I can see you again. All right, what do we do with weeds? Let's do a quick string maker. I'm just going to plop them over here because it's pretty small production, right? Usually we don't use a lot of string in a game like this. So I'm pretty sure I made a few of these. I made 4 of these. I'm just going to grab one, honestly. Just one. I'm going to put them next to my clay makers here. He needs some floors underneath him, so I'll just grab the sandy track. No big deal. And I'm also going to put a box right next to my weedies. And we're going to put string in there. So let's go over here. And all it does is make string. So it uses 5 string, right? So I'm going to grab at you. You're going to be called Tying the Knot. Is that the right tying? Tying the knot. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Again, if you have different names for teams, let me know. We'll change them up. Okay, grabbed you. What I want you to do is come over here. And I'm going to make this very simple because it only uses that. So I'm going to have you do that once. And then I want you to do this 4 times. So he's going to grab one, store it, and then he's going to take 4 more. And then I want you to come over here. I'm going to grab another one just to put in my inventory. And I'm going to do this. I'm just going to have you do this until your hands are empty. No skipping. And I better just finish this. Now again, something like this, I usually set up multiple bots where I'll just have one guy ramming weeds into this stupid thing and then one guy carting the string away. Alright. But we're going to make it one process, one bot. So now you're going to do that until your hands are empty, and then you should pop out a string. You're going to go pick that up, then you're going to go put it in here. And then you're going to go again. And that should do it. How many is that? That's 40. That's plenty. All right, go. Gonna watch him here. Follow the bot. Spins it. Finds it. Digs it. Perfect. So make sure if you do a code similar to this, you do not have this exit failure on because you'll break the bot. Because he needs 5 weed in order to produce that string, and because he's also picking up the string itself, if there's no string, the bot stops. If you stop the bot in the middle of it, he could mess up because he's gonna have too much weed in his hand. So if you ever stop him, you gotta make sure to restart him by dropping everything in his hands and get him going again. Or canceling an impartial contract that's on this machine. So tying the knots in here too. I'm gonna throw him in with the Snoop family. Thank you, fine gentlemen of the team over here. So we're obviously going to be losing a lot of weed right now because we're going to use 200 weed in order to fill this string storage. But once it's full, it'll be more placated. It'll be more like no, not complacent. Placated? I'm feeling like an idiot. I don't know. It'll be a lot smoother after that because we won't be ripping through so much weed, okay? So that's beautiful. This is good to go. We've got our basic weed farm down, following my nice little structure that we always keep up so everything looks nice and pretty. We've upgraded our logging company, so everything's good. We can see here by looking, all of these are flashing except for my crude gears. So I must have broke my crude gear boy at some point. Let's see. Let's take a peek at him before we go. So crafting crude gears. Oh, that's BP crude gears. Crafting box frame. So he could be stuck over here at the planks. All blazed up, dropping logs, log gathering, plank master 1000, pegger. Where is he? Where's our boy at? Let's close him down. Let's go search for bots, and I'm gonna do gear. Crafting crude gear. So look, he's way the F out here because I probably moved the storage box out here at some point and he's trying to add it in. So I'm just gonna stop you. And I'm just gonna have you drop your shit and go. Just go. Go, my boy. Be free. I'll pick him up myself and put him away. Bing, bing. And that's what happens when you have the move to feature outside of your loop. Yes, it does speed up processing, but if you move things around a lot like I tend to do, they can break. So I just know to keep an eye on my stuff. I always suggest on your first time, leave the move sequence in your repeat functions. That way, as you move your base around because you're unfamiliar in the terrain, or if you're like me and you like to move storages closer to where if you're manually creating a blueprint for yourself, say for the first time, or if I need to build something quick, I'll just move that storage next to me, take the stuff I need and put it back. Things like that that are convenient. Or again, if you're just like, I don't want this here. I want this down here. But now you got to make sure to stop all your bots, blah, 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 restart them. Instead, if you have your move sequence in the code, yep, they'll be a little slower. But at the end of the day, all your code's going to flow functionally and you won't have the headache of running out of something stock and not catching it until it hurts you. But all right, brothers and sisters, I think we're good here. Like I said, we've got this wrapped up quite nicely. We've got our weeds doing phenomenally. We've got string theory in production. We've maximized our watery porridge storage yet again, so that's looking fantastic. We're going to have to come over here on the next one when my boy decides to come. I need to clean these stumps up too. Still only have watery porridge. Do we have a crude kitchen yet? Or is that in one of my things? It might be in one of my things. That might be in here. A basic bakery. No, that's for the bread. Unless the next device I get's like a crude kitchen station or something. I kind of forget exactly how the tiers go. And that's where I can learn how to make this. Spiced berries. Even though spiced berries was a tier 2 thing, and I'm almost positive we made those in a mixing pot in vanilla. But we'll see how things go here. Things are a little different here in Pirate Land, so we'll play them as they come. But all right, brothers and sisters, that's going to wrap this one up here. Next time, we are going to make some archers, create a new team, and maybe test out some new shout commands within our army. We'll see how they go. But all right, brothers and sisters, as usual, this has been ShabbyDoo, and hope the rest of your day is not too shabby.